it can be a hard road. It's not for everyone. Those who follow others like sheep will never know who they truly are. Only those who follow their own path can discover their true potential. Those who fly alone have the strongest wings. Those who walk alone have the strongest direction. The rest will always be in need of others for their survival. They will always need attention, need recognition. I am at peace alone, needing no attention, no recognition, and still I thrive. I'm not saying those who have support are weak. I'm not saying you must go at it alone to gain strength. This is just for those who have fought battles alone. Those who have felt like they don't fit in. Those who have never had support in anything they do. All of those who feel no one believes in them. You don't need them to believe in you if you believe in you. You don't need their support if you've got your own back. The best part is when you truly live the life you want to live. When you speak your truth. When you embrace who you are. Then you gain real respect and real love. People love those who have the guts to be themselves. Those who have the courage to follow their heart. Why? It's rare. Why? Because most people wish they could do the same. Show them the way. Keep going. Believe in yourself. It will all come good in the end. And when it does, you won't have only inspired yourself to be more. You will have inspired so many others. I had to learn to fight alone. And because of that, I am strong alone. I am strong. Full stop. I developed inner strength that can't be broken. I am unbreakable. Because of the pain, I am strong. Because of the struggle, I have character most will never know. I appreciate others more than ever. I have more compassion than ever. I had to go deep into the darkness. Now I have more depth. Now I can see clearer. I had to face huge internal challenges. Now I can defeat any challenge. I will destroy every challenge. I am proud of who I have become. I am proud I have overcome. I am proud I kept going. I am proud of who I am, who I have become. I am proud I stayed true to myself because now I can live as myself with respect from others and most importantly, pride and respect from myself.
Hello, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome back to another edition of the Footstep Show on this last Saturday of the month of October. My name is Cecilia, but I go by the name of C. Today, we're going to continue about how impacting your community is, and we have a young, brightful lady from Montreal who's going to talk to us about her foundation, SCAR Foundation, and how it is impacting her and the community as well. So we'll be right back and we'll dive into it.
This is how you win. It's game over for the devil. I worship. Lift it up and say, this is how. The smoke of my worship. One more time, this is how you win. The smoke of my worship. First it was fragrance, then it turned to fire. My worship is, this is how I win my battle. Announce to others, party and the capacity. Having discerned principalities and powers, he made an open spectacle of them.
Hello and welcome back. If it's your first time joining us, welcome. We are live on Facebook and on YouTube on the Scarf on the Footstep Show. Sorry about that. And also, we're also on Instagram and Twitter on the Footstep Show. So today I have a dear friend of mine, a young sister that I have, and her name is Sarah MANU, who is the founder of Saving Across Children's SCAR Foundation. Welcome, Sister Sarah. You're muted.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's
Do we hear
okay.
me now?
Hi. Yes, I can hear you.
Hi. Hi,
Hi, how are
Cece. Thank you
you?
so much. I'm great. I'm still doing well by the grace of God. And you, how are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much. So what
Thank God.
can you tell me about who is Sarah?
Oh my days. Who is Sarah? Sarah is a kind person. She's really kind. She's also dramatic, but in a good way. I love to play around a lot. Sarah is someone who loves to help people. She loves to help people and pour out. This is one thing that Sarah she's passionate about. She will empty, if possible, she will empty her bank account for that person. Sarah has an open heart. So when you come to me, you have an issue, I'm here to listen to you. I have an open heart. And I'm a persevering woman. I love to work hard. I persevere. I work hard to what I want to achieve. So this is Sarah, I think so. So I don't know if I have anything to add, but this is what I can add
No,
so
it's
far.
great. Perfect. Perfect. So, what impact does a community have in your life?
Wow, the community had in my life. Well, I can say we how can I even say it? Because the community was a bit difficult for me, and also I would say in a positive way. I will start with the positive way. The positive way
Yes.
is I had people, and I thank God, who really spoke in my life, motivated me to go on because I have a lot of difficulties. So especially in school where I was bullied and intimidated. I think Cece, you know my story. I was intimidated and bullied. I was called so many names, that I was not beautiful enough, that I was not intelligent and all. So in another way, the community was a bit difficult for me. But
Mm-hmm.
I, as I said in the beginning, I thank God that I had people who were there to speak, who were there to push me, who were there to bring me where I had to go. So I think, I hope I'm answering the question right, because
Yes,
sometimes
yes, that's great. That's great. That's great. It's not easy, like you said, you
yes.
were bullied before, so it's not really easy to deal with that. You know, it can be depressing, but we thank God that you had people who were positive in your life, even though you're going through that stage, so it never brought you down. So, how can you make a positive impact on society?
Wow, you can make a positive impact in so many ways, but I will name it. One thing is to know who you are. When you know who you are, it's so easy to make a positive impact in your community. The other thing is knowing your purpose, knowing the vision, knowing what God has assigned you to do. Because if you know that, it's so easy to make a positive impact in your community. So knowing who you are, having a purpose, having a vision, and also what I can add is to humble yourself. It's really important. Humbleness, I always say that humbleness is the key to success. It's the key to a positive spirit, a positive mindset. So when you humble yourself, it's so easy to bring a positive impact in your community. Also, respect. I can't even repeat that. How many times I have repeated? I think twice or three times. But respect, especially your leaders, the elders. The Bible say one thing. It says that thy child, obey your parents, your mother and father, so your parents, so that you can live longer. The Bible didn't say specifically your parents, but it also says your elders, the people that are more grown before you, the people, not even the people that are more grown, but everyone you need to respect. The more you respect people, the more you place a positive impact in your community. Um, and also, what I could also add is having a positive spirit, a positive mindset. The more you have a positive spirit, even individually, who you are, you need to be positive. You can be negative and pour positive impact in the society. You need to be a positive person, and also think positively is really important. Um and I think I mentioned those categories that you need to respect to place a positive impact in your
Yes.
community. Yes.
That's good. I think funny enough, everybody's saying you have to respect to have a positive impact because people look up to you to follow your footstep.
Yeah.
They won't be the same as yours, but at least they'll try and follow your footstep to get where they are and even beat you even better. But at least you know that when they followed you, they were able to succeed regardless. You know what I mean? So, how are you making a positive impact in your community or even in your organization?
Oh, wow. Thank you for this question. We are making amazing positive impact. The Bible also said, "Do not despise your small beginning." You know, even the little things that we are doing. Sometimes I get messages. I get a lot of calls also. Sarah, wow, you guys are doing an amazing. And what are we doing so far to impact our community or the organization is that we have I don't know, I think Cece, you know, but those are do not know what we do. We put mentorship and consultation program for the children or for the youth that are going through depression, anxiety, and much more. But our main objective is to empower the youth. We believe in empowerment. We believe motivating the youth, especially in this time, in this season. And we also how can I call that, supply annual supply drive. So we go into schools, not only in Ghana but also here in Canada. We are going to start really soon bringing books and pens to the children that need it the most. We are also helping families because we believe in families, not only children, because we are really vast. We go everywhere. We are not only for children or the youth, but we are for family. And I think that's how we are impacting the community. We have much more, but for now I don't want to really share things, but God willing, we are going to share a lot of things. Yes.
Great, that's
Yeah.
great, great. God bless you for doing this kind of impact. So, I know you have so many organizations. I know one of them is SCAR Foundation. How did you come with that, SCAR Foundation? What is the meaning of SCAR Foundation and how did that story develop?
Wow. This story developed back then, when I was in high school, in, let's say, in primary and in high school. In the beginning, I said I was bullied and intimidated. I was called so many names, that I was not beautiful enough, that I was not intelligent, that I was a woman with no future. I went through a lot in school, especially in primary and in first and second and third year of high school, was really a difficult season for me. And on top of that, I went to depression. On top of that, I went to anxiety. On top of that, I went to loneliness, self-esteem, name it all. It was really a hard season. And one day I had suicide thoughts. Multiple times, but one day it really hit me hard, that, you know what, a voice was telling me, you know what, you're not worthy, so just kill yourself. And the moment when I wanted to attempt the to do the suicide, I had the thought, but I was about to do it. God reminded me his love. He reminded me who he was. He showed himself to me really. And he also gave me this vision, Scar Foundation. So he told me, he's I heard it like in my voice. He told me, Sarah, start that organization to empower the youth, to empower those children that are going through what you're going through. And one thing that I told God, I said to God that I'm not capable to do something like this. And second of all, I'm going through a lot. So how can you use me to do something like this? And he said, in that period of time, he told me that he's going to heal me. And true and behold, he it was a healing process. It wasn't easy for me. But through it all, God did. And even now, he's healing me. So Scar Foundation really came out from my story. I call it my story, my testimony. It really came out from those aspects. And Scar Foundation, I didn't wake up one morning, I was like, you know what, I should start this. It was really ordained by God. It was really God who gave me this vision or this idea, and we founded it in 2018. But before that, this is where my story began, and this is where now we are by the grace of God, and this is where we are going by the grace of God. So yeah.
Great, great. That's very nice, very touching story. So what's the meaning of SCAR Foundation? Like, what is the full meaning of
So
SCAR?
okay, so SCAR Foundation is saving children across all routes. So SCAR Foundation is really a SCAR that even it says it's CAR Foundation. It's really something that when we cut ourselves and we have a scar, it's the same
Yeah.
thing as if your story. So it came really, as I said, it came really from my story, but it's like some of us, we went through a lot of things, and it's like when you have a scar, I don't know if I'm sounding good. CC,
Yes, yes,
correct me,
yes,
oh. But
yes, yes.
good. But yeah, it's like if you have a scar, and it's like it never leaves, it's there, but still you are healed, but it's there. And it's the same thing, sometimes we
Yeah.
go through some things, but it's still there, and we are healed from it. So we from there we get how can I even say it, we get a story from it, we get an impact from it, we get a testimony from it. So really, Scar
Yes.
Foundation is that, and is abbreviation, saving children across all routes. So we don't specify children only in Africa or what, everywhere in Colombia, in Ghana, in Africa, in Canada, saving children across all routes. Yeah.
That's great. Saving children
Yeah.
across all routes. So viewers, that's the meaning of SCAR. So I know, can you mention one or two things that you guys are doing, like you guys did before you started? I know you say you started up in 2018, but from 2018 to, let's say, a year later, what happened? What do you guys do to show you guys are out there, SCAR is out there to support?
So the two main things that we are doing, two main things that we really did, that really impacted, because all of it has really impacted the community, but two of this was, one, I believe, was not a long time ago. I believe in August we did an annual school supply drive with, I think one of my brothers is watching, with Benjamin K. Watson Foundation. And from there we had so many people messaging us to say, wow, it's so awesome. And really, that has really it went a lot around the world, especially in Ghana. People were really surprised that we did this. We also had one that was back then in I think 2020. We went to an orphanage home in back then in Ghana, where we went to donate house supplies like toilet roll, toilet paper, clothes, juice and food, and much more, to an orphanage home where we had a lot of impact. The children were so grateful, and I was crying. I was like, wow, God, you are so good. That was, I think, those two main thing that we did that really touched the community. Yeah, there were so many things, but I think those two things that really impacted the community. Yes.
Okay, so does SCAR Foundation also have an office in Ghana, or they like mini branches? So in case somebody wants to donate or what's or not, at least they can contact you guys. So do you guys have a mini branch around, or everything is here in
Y-
Canada?
yes, we have a branch in Canada. We have a branch in Ghana. We will soon have a branch in Colombia. We are trying to work towards that because we have a team. We have one of our team in Colombia. We are also trying to put our branch in US because we have one of our team in US. So we are around. And by the grace of God, we are going to go in so many places. But now we are
Great.
starting slowly and slowly and slowly. So I can say Colombia, Ghana, US, and in Canada. Yeah. Yes, yes, yes.
Great, 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 great. So, would you want to talk about your team? Because I know you said you have a few team there. So, like, how did all the team? How do you choose your team so they can bring Scar all around the world?
So, to be honest, I didn't really choose my team as in like, I want you to come and it was really God, especially when God gives you an assignment. He will give you the people to help you towards your dream or towards the assignment he has called you to do. So really I can say God who sent me those people. And one day I think we were because now more people are coming in slowly by the grace of God. So we were
Yeah.
like posting out there, if you want to be a volunteer, we posted like a flyer that we are looking for volunteers to come and volunteer in our organization and all. So this is where people were so interested. Oh, what is this organization? Okay, you know what, I want to join. So this is where we went to get the people. But in the beginning, God sent me. It was not even me. God sent me people to help me in the beginning. And by the grace of God, we posted a flyer where we needed volunteers. And then slowly by slowly, they came like this. It was only by the favor and the grace of God. And I know that by the grace of God, when we're going to do more things, because we have a lot of plans, a lot of things that we want to do. I know God is gonna bring us so many people. So this is how they came. So now I think we are like if I can count, we are like 10 members of Scar Foundation, 10 volunteers of Scar Foundation. And I just wanna greet them. I think they are online right now. I just want to say hi guys, if you're watching. They are such an amazing people. I love you guys so much, and God bless you for your hard work. So yes.
Great, great, great. So I know you said that Scar Foundation was founded in 2018, and then 2 years later we were hit by COVID. So did COVID really play a role for this foundation for you guys to go like at your highest level, to donate, to be fully involved on social media and everywhere?
I will say yes and I will say no. Yes, because we had time to really plan for future events or future programs in the future. It helped us also, seek the face of God more for more directions, for more knowledge, for more wisdom. It helped us to also to, people seeing people getting involved more, like volunteers came along, and we had a little bit of resources. So yes, it helped us in a positive way. In a negative way, it didn't really help us because we were supposed to launch our organization in 2020, and we were supposed to launch it, and it hit us really hard because we were planning that this launching we would raise a lot of funds so that we can start our first project that we wanted to do. So it was sad in a way, but it impacted us in a positive way. So I can say in the two-way, COVID did something great and COVID did something not really great, but still it really helped us seeking the face of God firstly, for direction, for ways. It helped us. It really helped us. Yeah.
That's great. That's great. So we're just gonna take a little break on here, reading the comments. I have my brother in Ghana, Bernard, who said he wants to have your contacts either by
Oh
email or
wow.
social media. So he says we share the same vision and passion. So brother Bernard, I'll give you the link after this show. And then Linda did. God bless you. So keep it up,
Yes.
Sarah. We're very proud. I'm very proud of you of how far you've been. So I know you were talking about like how it was ordained by God. Do you have any Bible verse that was helping you to like grow this foundation up, to like start it up and then you volunteer. So if you want to share a little bit of that experience with us, that would be great.
I had one Bible verse that I really loved, and it says that I think is on First Corinthians chapter 9, verse 24. It says that multiple will run for the race, but one will obtain the prize. And the Bible also says that run the race as you're going to obtain the prize. So this verse, I stuck to this verse till the beginning because I knew that even what I was going through, God had something great for me, and God had something beautiful for me. So I stuck to that thing, that yes, I might be going through tribulation, yes, I might be going through hard time, yes, I might be going through a lot of pain, but if I run the race, if I go for it, I will obtain the prize. And today I can testify that I didn't give up, even regardless my difficulties in school, even regardless what I was going through, even regardless my pain, even regardless certain aspect in my life, even family issues and everything that comes involved of this, I didn't give up. And even now, I'm not giving up. So I stuck to that verse, and it spoke to me a lot. It spoke to me a lot. And one verse that also spoke to me is Isaiah 60 verse 1. It says, arise and shine, for the glory of the Lord has risen upon you. My God, that means that God has something great for you. So if you keep on always being, what, I've been hurt, what, I've been going through a lot in my life and this and that, and you always complain and all, you can arise. So that verse really helped me. Those part two verses really helped me you know um run my race, really be in God and all. So yeah.
You see, those Bible quotations, they're really helpful to you. God will give you those directions for you to continue and open up this foundation. So how can you use your education to make a positive impact on your community?
Wow, you can use your education in so many ways. For instance, let me put a little scenario, if I can say in that way. Maybe I am studying in special, yes, currently I'm studying in special care educate special sorry, special care educate counselor, sorry, special care counselor. I don't know, sometimes I miss French and English, so sometimes it's so difficult for me. So with that, the education that you have, the knowledge that you have, you can impact. Maybe someone has something that you know that if he brings in his community, it can bring a change. The little thing, the little knowledge that you learned at school, the little knowledge that you learn even yourself, doing your research, reading more, doing your research more, can help your community grow in a capacity, grow in a level that when they see the education that you have, or how can I even say, that you pursue, it can it can bring a big impact in your community. So I will say that education is really important. Some may say, but if I don't go to school, then you can still succeed, you can still impact your community. Because I won't lie, some people have stopped school in high school, some people have stopped school even in primary school, and you see them today, they are doing amazing. But for me, I will say that education is really important. How can it help? It can help in so many ways, that even you signing contracts, if you don't read the contract, then how can you even sign the paper? So I would say, like, education is really important to impact your community. Yes.
Great, great, great. It's look like me and you were like in the same bracket because I'm an early child educator and you are
Yeah.
special care counseling. So it's look like
Yeah.
that we are together there because we can ask each other questions, and that's
Yes.
one of the things too. When you're like you guys have like similar backgrounds, like special care counseling, early child education,
Mhm.
and like sometimes you can contact each other to ask questions and like to know more. There's something maybe you I don't know that you know as a special care counselor.
Mhm.
Maybe you can ask me the
Yeah.
same because I'm an early child educator. So you know I
Mhm.
may know more than you do, vice versa. So
Mhm.
it's very important. I think like you
Mhm.
said, education helps a lot because you never know. Maybe somebody is in this field but don't know they forgot some stuff years ago, and then as you know the system changes almost every year, the education system for
Mhm.
this for those special care counseling and even early childhood. So there's a lot going on. I think also with books, read books
Yeah.
is very important too as
It's
well.
important.
Don't you think?
Yeah.
Reading books
Reading
and
books,
stuff like that.
I'm telling you, reading books, it will really help you a lot. Me, I started reading, especially in English, when I was in third grade in high school. You know, because I was going through a lot of difficulties and all. But
Mhm.
doing researches, reading, spending time, it gives you more knowledge, it gives you more wisdom, and it gives you more knowledge about life and where life will take you. So the little knowledge, the little wisdom, it can bring you far in life. It can bring you far. Not knowing who am I today standing here because of yes, because of God, but because of education also, that I'm also here today. I have an organization called Scar Foundation. I never knew that one day I will be standing here, even speaking here, with the Footstep show today. But education came along, and wherever you are, please don't leave education. Go for it. Even if it's hard, persevere. You will get there. You will get there. You will get there. So yes, education is important.
That's great. So why is it essential to help your community? As a Ghanaian born in Canada here, why is it very important, essential to help the community?
It's really essential to help your community because we need one another. We need one another. We can live without one another, and it's so important, and it's essential to help our community because maybe in that area or aspect there's lacking resources. So if I am a person and I'm capable to help my community, then I'm making a lot of impact. So, and or if I can see in that community or that place that are lacking resources for teaching the kids, for example, you know we as a person can come out and go and help those people even without receiving something back. So as a person or as an individual, it's essential to help our community in every aspect of our life or every way. We shouldn't even question. Imagine Jesus Christ in the Bible. I always refer him. You know, regardless even the signs and wonder that he was doing, he always helped, I will say, his community. He always helped his children. He always helped without even asking anything, without even uh, receiving something back. So I will force, yes, I will force that we should help our community, even if it's something little, even if it's is your time is essential, is really important to help our community. And we always say, oh, because I don't have money, then I cannot help my community. No, you can even have $0 and you can still help your community. We need to stand and bold and help our community, this world need us. So it is essential to help our community. Yes.
I know you were talking about, that's very great, sir. I know you were talking about like it takes $0 to help the community. So how can you contribute to the community even though you have $0? How can you contribute?
Wow, you can contribute in so many ways. Your time, as I said, the knowledge that you have, the education that you have, the experience that you have, um the resources, even the old books that you have, the old clothes, you can gather them and give it to a community. Or even if you see that someone is organizing an activity for the homeless people, you can gather people to come along with you, and then you guys can do something. It doesn't necessarily be, oh, I need to have money to do this, I need to have money to do this. I won't lie, me, when I first started Scar Foundation, I had $0. Like, I didn't have money to do this. And yeah, you might say it's a non-profit organization, so you don't need money. Even if it's a non-profit organization, you need money because you have a lot of goals, you have a lot of vision that you need to do, you have a lot of plans, so you need money. But me, to behold, I didn't have money. But what I had was God. Yes, first God. And what I also had was my plan, where I was going. So, as I said in the beginning, when you know where you are going, it's so easy to give into your society. Not necessarily you need money. Yes, and you know, after the registration and everything of the organization, yes, I had to put money involved. Yes, I had to go and get resources and all. But in the beginning, I didn't spend thousand, I didn't spend any money to do this. But because I had the zeal for it, because I loved helping my community, I loved giving, just only my time was a given. So you don't need money, but you will need you don't need money, but in the same way you will need money, because you will do a lot of activities, you will do um a lot of you have a lot of plans and all. But I tell you, in the beginning, you don't necessarily need money, so yeah.
Great, 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 great. So what is the importance of helping others? I know you spoke a bit about your experience of how you went with Scar Foundation, what you were going through. So why is it very important to help others?
Why is it important to help others? you know you never know what a person is going through in life, or what the community is going through in this time, or in this season. But it's so important to help the community. Or it's so important. Why is it important, if I can say in that, yeah, if you can say in that way? Because we all, as I said in the beginning, we all need one another. We all need one we all need one love, we all need one resources, we all need one strength. So is really important, because if we don't have one another, or if we don't help one another, then I think, and I strongly believe, the society won't move. The things that we want to do all together will not move as way we think is gonna move. So it's really important. Even the little, as I will always say in the beginning, I was saying also, the little thing that you have, it can be anything, any single thing that can help your community, and is really important um in a way. What else I can add? Because my brother Bernard, I saw his video and he said everything. He really said everything. He stole all my my words that that we were about to share today. So there's a lot, what else. There's a lot. One thing that I will say, and I said in the beginning, is to there for one another, be there for one another, and come together. That's the most important thing, coming together. That will place an important impact in
That's
our
great. That's great. So we're gonna deviate a bit. I know not only that you have Scar Foundation, you also have MCC fashion wear. So how did that one come about too?
Ooh, wow. Yeah, MCC fashion. Yeah. Because wow. How did it came? Because because multiple things came. When I was young, I'm young now, but when I was young, I really love fashion. I don't know. I'm a type of person who loves clothes, who love modest and classy clothes. So when I see them, it's just like I just love them. And I strongly believe that God placed it in my heart also to do something like this. Creating a boutique online and with modest clothes and classy clothes and all, fashionable clothes and all. So really, God inspired me. I will say that God really inspired me to bring this in place. I didn't woke up one day and I wanted to do this. It was a process. God really placed it in my heart, and I didn't want to do it at first, was because I was like, you know what, I have Scar Foundation, and on top of that, I have to I have to do MCC fashion. It will take me time. It will be so much. On top of that, I have school. On top of that, I have church. On top of that, I have a life. So it will be so difficult. But when you're passionate about something, it's so easy for you to do it. So when God placed it in my heart to do it, in the beginning it was so hard, but during the process it was easy. So I would really say God inspired me to do this. Yeah, God inspired me.
Keyword today is God's inspiration in people's life. It's very good and it's very important. It seems that if you have a strong faith in God, I tell you, everything will fall in place and you say, wow, God is bringing me some places that I didn't even know I would get there. So it's very good. So how are you able to do these two? Scar Foundation and MCC. How are you able to do that?
I can say it's only by the grace of God and by the strength also. I'm doing so many things, also secret things at the place also that I won't share right now, but I will also say by the grace. And I'm a person who, I won't brag or nothing, I love to work hard, I love to persevere a lot. So I don't believe in backing and don't do nothing. I believe in working hard, being determined, and having determination and going for what you want. So if I can say it's not easy. It's not easy. I won't lie. It's not easy. Sometimes I feel like not giving up, because I don't believe in giving up, but I feel like, you know what, today I just want to sleep and mind my business. But sometimes it's just like, you know what, let's go for it. So I would say I'm passionate for it, and 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 by the grace of God and by the strength of God only. So I don't know how I do it. I always say to myself, Sarah, how do you, even to myself, I say, how do you do it? And then God reminded me, it's by my grace and by my strength. So it's by the grace and the strength of God. So
Great,
yeah,
great,
yeah,
great, great.
yeah.
So, how can you contribute to the community as a student? I know you say you are a student in special care counseling. So, how can you contribute as a student in the student community at your school or even outside the school as a student?
You can contribute in so many ways. even the little education that you have, you can contribute, into your community. If you are seeing that someone is planning an event to help, for instance, children, you can just come with an idea, or come with a resources, or come with an objective, or what we should do or what we should not do. You can contribute with so many things, like maybe your old books, or your or old clothes, or you can contribute in go and communicate with other organizations, or communicate with other people, the leaders of the community. That's really important. You can contact them, and then you can contact them, and if you see that some organization or some NGOs are doing something, you can go and ask for contribution, so that you can take that contribution and contribute in another organization or anything. So there's so many ways. As I said also in the beginning, you don't necessarily need money. Me, I'm here. I have money in Jesus' name, but you know what? It's not always money that even your time that it can contribute. Even you taking care of some people, taking care of an old people, taking care of a child, that's a contribution. So there's so many ways that you can contribute, that I think I've named most of them. And also my brother Bernard, also, I think I watched the previous video, he also explained how you can help and also contribute in your community. So yeah.
What is the importance of giving?
The importance of giving is, pouring out without receiving something back. This is what we should really know. Giving is something that you don't necessarily wait till you get something back. Giving can be, as I will always say, your time. Giving can be your heart of dedication. Giving can be looking for resources to impact in other resources, to impact in other organization. Giving can be your act of gratitude. Giving can be the importance of giving can be helping one another. That is really beautiful. Just helping your fellow brother, helping your fellow sister in Christ, helping your friend, your brethren. That is an importance of giving. What else can I even add? Because my brother Bernard said it, everything. Your heart pouring out to people. That is also an importance of giving. So I think I name most of it.
Yeah, that's good. Very important to very good. So I know you have an event coming up next week. Actually, you have an event coming up next week. Do you want to talk about that with us? About how this event's all about?
Yes. God has been so good to us. He has been so good to me, especially. I can talk about God every day without ceasing. God has been so good. And yes, God has ordained our launching next week on the 7th of November at 10 p.m. to 1 is the official launch of Scar Foundation. Yes, God has been so good. We are launching our organization officially to raise a lot of funds, because we have a lot of projects by the grace of God. So if you are in Canada, especially in Montreal, you don't want to miss this. We're going to is also being in a time in the presence of God. I'm also going to be there. My co-founder will be there. Prince Laboate will be there. Our guest from Toronto, from you, people are US are coming down. So you don't want to miss this. We are going to have an experience with God, and we are going to have so much fun just to celebrate God, because He has been so good to us. So if you are in Montreal, you don't want to miss this. You don't want to miss you don't want to miss this. So come and celebrate with me. Come and celebrate with us. And yes, I think we are putting the flyer out there. Come and celebrate with us. And you will see there will be sounds and wonders. Come and receive. You don't want to miss this. You don't want to miss this.
Great. So we'll take a short break, and when we'll be back, we'll wrap it up and call it for a day. So we'll be right back. So yes, welcome back, everybody. Once again, welcome back. If it's your first time joining us, we are on Facebook, on YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram, The Footstep Show. And I was talking with my younger sister, Sarah MANU, the founder of Saving Children All Across Roots, SCAR Foundation. And as she was saying, her event is coming up. If you're in Montreal, she has an event coming up next Sunday from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the Apostle Continuation Church on Kremazie. So, Sister Sarah, welcome back again.
Yes.
Yes. I must say we're very proud of you. How far you are here, like from being a person that was bullied all the way till now. We can see that God has changed you, has placed so many stuff on your heart that now look, you're having not only you have SCAR Foundation, and also you have MCC Fashion. So what is your takeaway message would you have for anyone who's watching us right now?
Wow. What I can say is don't give up. Don't give up. I gave you this verse, 1 Corinthians chapter 9, verse 24, if I believe. It says that multiple will run for the race and one will obtain the prize. So run as if you are going to obtain a prize. So one thing, I know during the process, it won't be easy. And it can go to even building your own business or anything that you want to start off. Not only a foundation. It can be anything. But one thing that I want to leave you is to not give up. Go for it. Pursue it. Persevere. Work hard for it. And I'm telling you, you will get there. Second of all, the Bible says in Matthew chapter 6 verse 33, it says, seek first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all things shall be added to you. So the more you seek God, not for what he can give you, but the more you seek God for who he is, the more you be in his presence, the more you be in prayer, the more you be in fasting, the more you be in his word, he will first of all, he will strengthen you, but second of all, he will reveal things to you, what to do, what to not do, where to go, where to help, what project to start in this season, what you should do when you spend time. For example, me, yes, I do spend time with God a lot, especially in worship, because I love worshiping. So when I spend time with God, sometimes I will go in the presence of God without asking him anything. Just, Daddy, today I call him my Daddy Jesus, just to be in your presence, Jesus. I would just want to be in your presence, Father. And sometimes he will tell me, Sarah, in this season you should do this for your organization. In this season, do start this in this season. So the more you spend time with God, the more God will direct your path, the more God will help you, the more God will direct where you should go, and what you should not do and what you should do. So spending time is important. And also I will say, arise and shine. Arise and shine. Don't give up. Yeah, don't give up, but also arise. Sometimes we feel like because XY is doing this, then you know what, I cannot
Yeah.
do this because this is doing this. First of all, in the beginning, when I wanted to start my NGO, I was saying there's so many NGOs. So what would be if I am starting that? But we all have different ways. We all have different capacity or resources, or how can I say, work that we do is not the same thing that we are doing. So maybe Footsteps show is different than Scar Foundation, but we are doing different
Yeah,
things. So
that's true.
don't say because XY is doing this, then I cannot do it. Do it. Arise. And this season, God's saying to people to arise. We can't sleep. And last but not least, you are called to win. No matter who you are, God has called you to win. And he said in the book of Jeremiah, he knew you before he formed you. That means he has something great for you. So keep on holding into his word, keep on holding into him, be in his presence, trust God, trust the process. The process won't be easy, but trust the process and you will get there. Trust and believe you will get there, and you will get there indeed. So yes.
Amen. God bless you, Sister Sarah. It was a good opportunity to have you on our show today. So if anybody want to contact you, what are your social media handles for the Scar Foundation? And also if they want fashion, is also MCC. So the floor is all yours for your social media handles.
Okay, so you can reach out to us on Facebook at Saving Children Across All Routes. Saving Children Across All Routes. We are also on Instagram, Saving Children Across All Routes. We are also on Twitter. You can find us on Twitter at foundation foundation scar. You can find us also on YouTube. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Scar Foundation TV. For MCC Fashion, we are on Facebook, so you can also reach out to us on Facebook at MCC Fashion, on Instagram also at MCC Fashion. You can also check our website, mccfashion.com. Also for Scar Foundation, scarfoundation.net, scarfoundation.net. So you can reach out to us. Feel free also if you want to partnership, or if you want to contribute or sow into this ministry, because I call it a ministry. If you want to sow into this ministry, feel free to contact us. We are open for any donations. It doesn't necessarily it can be books, it can be clothes, it can be anything that the Lord leads you to sow into this ministry. Please feel free to contact us, and God bless you in advance.
All right. Thank you so much. On behalf of the Footstep Show, I want to say thank you so much, Sarah, for being on our show. It was a great opportunity. And I know for sure next week, Sunday, I'll be there too to support the event. So thank you so much. It was very grateful. And I hope our church viewers were very excited. And it was very insightful for people to learn, to know that it's very important not to give up in life, because if you have God, you have everything that you need. So on behalf of the Footstep Show, thank you so much, Sarah. And to our church viewers, yes, no problem. It was a pleasure to have you. And to our church viewers, we'll see each other again in 2 weeks' time on November 13th, 2021 at 4 p.m. same place. Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, everywhere where we are. So please, next week, as our sister Sarah said, her event is coming up for the launching of Scar Foundation. I will post the flyer later on the platform. So today's have a great evening and have a blessed week.